guys, welcome to my channel. I'm excited to start this monthly venture with you all. Today we're going to start off with the sun, moon, and rising sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2017. And we're also using the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. These cards are beautiful. They actually were my first set, so I figured I'd use them today for my first video. I'm going to admit that I'm really not great at shuffling cards, so I decided to skip past the shuffling so I didn't have to bore you to death. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay out the cards here and get right to it. Okay, so for the first card, it's in the position of the strength or gift you have, and we have Sir Newness. This card is a symbol for life force buildup within you and the need to channel it into action. You may notice that you seem to have more energy or more, be more alert than your normal self. You could also be aware of a sense of increased sensual or sexual energy. If you aren't sure how this ties to your life path, just know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. And remember that if we're not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. So we want to make sure that we aren't denying our desires, but instead we're asking ourselves how we can fulfill them. This card can also symbolize fertility. So if you and a partner are trying for a child, or even if you're not, just understand that fertility is definitely a possibility. Okay, so for the next card, which is in the position of what's happening in your life right now, we have Mahavatar Babaji. This card symbolizes to me the soul expansion and that your consciousness is expanding. If you feel as though you've retreated from the world recently and haven't been as active socially or spiritually, this card is just to acknowledge that this time of rest, or really inner rest, has really paid off. You're becoming more and more aware of how connected you are to God, the universe, or whatever higher power you believe, and all living things. The sense of union you found is called yoga. It goes basically beyond the physical ability and into a sense of awareness through your spiritual practice, meditation, and devotion to the divine. Mahavatar Babaji really inspires the union within you so that you can understand how your thoughts and actions are creating the waves of energy to form your life. It's a really, really great card to receive. Okay, so the third card is in the position of what supports your happiness, and we have Melchizedek. I apologize if I butcher that name. But also, we want to notice that the card was upside down. So, to me, when a card is upside down, it simply means to pay extra close attention to the message and symbolism of the card. Melchizedek is the card of higher learning. You've learned so much to this point, and you continue to learn more and more every day. You're recognizing that all the great lessons that you've experienced is, through trials and tribulations, and just understand that they have prepared you for a transition or inner ascension where you'll be able to move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanction of your heart and soul. I want you to pay close attention to patterns, ancient symbols, and signs that are being sent to you from the universe. They're being sent for a reason. You might also notice that you're able to focus in a new way and offer a greater light to the world. Okay, so the fourth card is in the position of a challenge or obstacle that you're overcoming. Again, notice that the card is upside down, so pay extra attention to the message. This card is the Divine Director, which means to me that the divine intervention is taking place at this time. So, what's happening in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You may notice that you're becoming more aware of a sense of purpose in your life, and it gives you a sense of joy. Yay, Scorpio, this is a good thing to hear. If it's career related, just know that your career can complement your purpose that you're discovering, but it does not have to define it. The path you're on right now is the right path, and you need to trust the universe and continue to move forward. Okay, so the next card that we have here is what your angels would like you to know, and this one is the beautiful Lady Venus. This card represents downloads of information being received to your mind. It reminds you to know that the universe sees you as very capable of holding this soul-centered information, and it's going to help you and others reach a new level of understanding. I want you all to pay close attention to high-pitched noises, flickering lights, or a sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep. These are all signs that you're receiving downloads from heaven. So again, when you notice these things are happening, I want you to ask the universe what you really need to know and pay close attention to the answers when it arrives. Be open to receiving the answers and it will come. Okay, so the next card that we have is what your guides want you to know, and we have the Master Buddha upside down. So pay attention again. This card symbolizes increased awareness. You're moving beyond the illusions that fear has created so that you can become more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. This card reminds you to acknowledge how you feel and to know that all suffering really does come to an end. I want you to remember that you're part of something greater than suffering. Karma is turning in your favor, and all your acts of kindness and goodness has not been overlooked. Thoughts may come up that will help you solve issues on your life, home, relationships, or work. So, in other words, the smoke is clearing, and fear is no longer going to be holding you back. Okay, so my Scorpios, last but not least, we have what your heart wants you to know, and here we have Krishna. This card symbolizes to me that you have a deep spiritual connection and that you must trust the guidance that's coming through to you. Do not question, just trust. I know blind trust is hard. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. You may feel like lately you've been on a mental or emotional battlefield, but there are messages of hope coming in all around you now. This card encourages people to act from their soul. So if you feel like some type of decision needs to be made, please ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. Well, if you have stuck with me through this reading, then I want to say a big thank you to you all. I hope that you enjoyed this and that you remember to be open to receiving the messages that you need in order to continue your own spiritual path. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Bye bye for now, and I'll see you next month for March reading. Take care, guys.